Can you imagine sailing to Australia in a sailboat made of plastic bottles? Matt Gray and the Plastiki Expedition can. Reporters Amanda Rivas and Lee Quinn bring us the story about the talk he gave at USF.
On Thursday, November 6th, Matt Gray, expedition coordinator from Adventure Ecology, paid a visit to USF. He, along with 6 other members, are planning to sail from San Francisco to Sydney. The catch? The boat will be made out of plastic bottles.
We're storytellers, we're environmental storytellers, so we try and find adventures and we go out and we tell stories about particular problems that we find in the environment. And the idea is to really captivate people, engage people, and ask them to take positive change.
Their mission that night was to get students involved and find ideas about how to promote awareness of how one man's trash can be another man's treasure.
We wanted to try and somehow merge these two things. This plastic on the one hand, which is sort of extra in nature, if you like, and then these other ideas of being organic and using nature to inspire our design. Because the bottles nestle so well, the geometry is so nice. We are going to run longitudinal PET tubes through here, and the tubes will nestle into the sides of the bottles, and it keeps everything in place. So it's actually quite elegant.
The boat will be completely sustainable and will include a vegetable garden, broadband internet, and systems to transform urine into clean, drinkable liquids.
It just puts out a really important message to everybody, just thinking about the materials that you use every day. And then, of course, they're thrown away, and then possibly some of them are recycled. But how can we reuse those so that they're useful again?
We want people to think of waste as a resource more than just as waste, to therefore process it more responsibly and see about ways of using it. We want people to reduce, reuse and recycle. And we want people to be aware of the impact of these issues, about the impact of the plastic in the oceans and what's going on.
I'm Lee Quinn with News 35.
Reporter Megan Robb now brings us an in-depth look at the darker side of San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge. When most people think of the Golden Gate Bridge, they think of San Francisco's historical landmark and sightseeing attraction. But it does have some more tragic ties. This symbol of the city has also become the solemn sanctuary for people who want to commit suicide. According to the San Francisco Chronicle, 1,300 suicides are confirmed to date, and it is expected that hundreds have gone undetected. The Golden Gate Bridge Board of Directors approved a netting system to prevent lost souls from plummeting to their deaths. A stainless steel net will be added 20 feet below the deck. It will act as a web, catching jumpers before they have the chance to take their lives.
I think that's a good idea because people shouldn't do suicides on this bridge, and yes.
While some people think the nets are a good idea, others worry that they will be ineffective in deterring suicidal tendencies.
But don't you think they'll go someplace else? I mean, if I was bent on suicide, I'd find someplace. I'd go in the garage, close the door, start the car. I would do something. If I'm going to commit it, I'm going to commit it.
And since many people visit San Francisco for the chance to view the Golden Emblem, tourists are concerned the nets will cause aesthetic damage.
Because of the view, point of the view. I'm a tourist. I want to see the clear. It's clear, right? That's why I say no.
So you think it will maybe detract from the beauty of the bridge?
Yes.
And that will take away from the bridge. And we don't think you should do that to prevent the suicides.
Board members placed safety before beauty in their decision to add the netting system, but it will take time and money to complete. So tourists, there's still time to check out the bridge before the new addition. I'm Megan Robb, News 35. Now here's reporter Chris Bagley reporting on what happens when the Seinfeld bus comes to USF campus.
No, it's not Halloween, but this doll, along with all of these artifacts, should foster some memories in the minds of millions of American sitcom viewers over the age of 25. Sony Pictures Television drove a 60-foot-long, biodiesel-fueled, Seinfeld-branded bus to USF to appeal strictly to students under that age. Not quite that young, but the millennial generation.
I love Seinfeld. I used to watch Jeopardy with my dad and then Seinfeld every night back at home, and I try to still here. I grew up watching Seinfeld, and my mom always watched Seinfeld. Now I'm watching Seinfeld again. You discover all the little nuances that you didn't know when you were that young.
Students have the chance to sit next to Kramer, Elaine, George, and Jerry Seinfeld. Get a picture taken, and then come on over here to try to make a putt into the blowhole of a whale that Kramer shot in one of the famous episodes. Oh.
Well, the bus actually has a trivia game on it. It also has a lot of memorabilia from the show, the actual Emmy, black and white cookies, the logo from the license plate that Kramer had. We have a frisbee toss. We have a raffle where you can win $5,000 and or Sony digital camera. So that's good for everybody to sign up for. Well, basically we have a golfing event and a big poster where you can take a Seinfeld picture, and that's basically it.
That's all for news. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.